I can't get no satisfaction. Ooh, didn't see you there. I was just about to pour myself a cup of happiness. Hi everybody, welcome to Thought Bubble. This week's theme is contentment. Contentment's all about being happy, being satisfied. But you know, a lot of the time, I feel like our satisfaction's like this. We try and find happiness in our lives. We fill our lives with things that we think will make us happy. And yet, a lot of the time, our lives leak out more than we could ever fill it with. We try and fill ourselves with things that make us happy, but the happiness leaks out of us and we're left empty. Have you ever felt like that? So what is the solution to this? What is real happiness? How can we find true contentment? I wonder if Sam has any ideas.
Good morning. So, happiness and contentment. Pretty similar, but I wanted to explore it a little bit more. So, I asked people, what makes you happy? And I've got some of their answers on the thought bubbles behind me. So I'm going to look at each one and think about, is it contentment or is it just short-term happiness? Let's have a look, see what you think. The internet or your phone. Now I'm not going to lie, I do spend a lot of time on my phone and I reckon you lot do too. And if we're honest, TikTok has got us through lockdown massively. Scrolling, maybe having a little go of a dance. Yeah, ignore that. Anyway, our phones do bring us happiness. But they don't bring us contentment. They don't make us completely satisfied with life and happy with everything that's going on around us. They just fill a gap for a short period of time. That's not contentment. Football. Alright. Now, I love playing it, but when it comes to watching it, I've seen my husband's team lose, and I've seen him afterwards. It ain't pretty. So, yeah, it can bring some happiness, but it can also bring other emotions. Not contentment. Gaming. I reckon quite a lot of you have probably been playing lots of games over lockdown, and that's fine because it takes you away from sort of the world we're in at the minute and the fact that we can't go out and meet our mates and do whatever we want. But again, you can be happy at times, but yeah, you get what I mean. Not contentment. Okay, this one came in from someone a little bit older. Alcohol. Now, when I was a bit younger, I probably thought that alcohol gave me happiness. You know, going to parties, having a laugh. You feel really happy at the time when you're drinking it. And maybe other people use other vices too. But if we're honest, normally what ends up happening is, after we've had a few drinks, we don't feel so happy anymore. And the next day, we really don't feel too happy. So that's definitely not true contentment. Oh. I think the next few might be doing something I enjoy. Nature and the world around us. Family and friendship. I reckon they probably are contentment. Particularly if we look at this verse from the Bible. 1 Timothy. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we'll be content with that. So that verse is telling us that in life, the things that we hold on to, the materialistic things like our phones, like games, the internet, the latest bike or the best car or alcohol or whatever it might be, those things don't bring us true contentment and happiness. Most of the time, it gives us a short burst of happiness, and then afterwards it just fizzles away. True contentment is when we feel at peace and we feel truly satisfied with our lives. And I think these things do that. If I think of family, the time when I feel most content is with my little boy. But it's not playing with all his expensive toys that he's got. It's sitting and reading.
I thought someone else looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house.
I love doing that. It just makes me calm and happy. The thing about nature and the world, have you ever been somewhere and just been completely amazed by it? Again, I think that brings us contentment because it makes you feel peaceful and calm and just so amazed by what you're seeing. Doing something I enjoy. You've got a passion. You've got something that when you do it, you just feel free. I always think about Billy Elliot. It's one of my favourite films, to be fair. But I've got a little quote from it. His teacher says to him, "What does it feel like when you're dancing, Billy?" And he says this: "I forget everything. Sort of disappear, like I feel like a change in my whole body. And I've got this fire in my body. I'm just there, flying like a bird, like electricity." If you've got a passion that completely takes your mind away from anything bad that's going on and makes you calm and peaceful, then I think that's contentment. And then if we think back to that Bible verse that I read before, contentment isn't about objects and things. It's about people. It's about experiences that we live. And it's about what we witness around us. Contentment doesn't come from objects and materialistic things. It comes from feelings. It comes from meeting people who fill our lives with happiness. It comes from doing things that just set our hearts on fire. And it comes from just being satisfied with your life. So have a think this week. Where do you get that satisfaction? When do you feel completely calm and at peace with the world around you? I hope you all feel it. And maybe if you don't, then it's time to try and find it. Because if something doesn't make you satisfied, there's always something else to try. So keep trying until you find that thing that truly satisfies you and fills you with contentment.
You know, all of this makes me think of Psalm 16, verse 11. King David, you know David and Goliath? King David writes this: "You," speaking about God, "make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." I think everyone in this world is looking for joy and pleasure that is full and lasts forever. And no matter where we look, that's hard to find. But you know, the joy that comes with God and knowing Him is a joy that is fuller than we can possibly imagine it to be. And it's longer lasting than we could ever imagine it to be. The joy that we crave, I believe, is only found in Him. It's a joy that never leaks out of us, because it's what we were created for. Sam mentioned so many great things before that give us satisfaction. Now I wonder, if you find that your joy is less than full, and that your pleasure is less than forever, maybe you're looking in the wrong place. Maybe you've never realized who it is who has created you to find contentment in Him.